Hi, welcome to another video by MCI Methods on Shop Methods. Today we're going to talk about the Shop Methods Technician Portal. This is a portal that allows the techs in your shop to focus on the work that's assigned to them. It all starts off by going to the Technician Portal URL and then logging in. As you can see, the interface here is a little simpler. Not quite as much information as the shop view with all kinds of creating estimates and maintaining jobs, invoices, reporting customers, and master data. This is a very simple interface. It's actually been designed to be responsive, meaning it can be used on a computer, a tablet, or even a phone. But definitely a tablet that could be maybe taken into the shop as the technician works. So anyway, when you first come in here, you're going to be greeted with the work that is assigned to the technician logging in. And basically, they're only going to see jobs. They don't see the estimates that are still waiting to be approved, and they don't see the invoices that occur after the job has been completed. They just see the job that needs work done. And basically, we have welcome, the tech's name, and then assigned work. There is a header here, current task, that shows what task they're working on because within the tech portal, they can log their time. Okay, and there's two ways of doing that. One, they can open up a job here, or they can choose this time link. We're going to first, let's go ahead and choose the time link. So we go there. There's nothing working. And here are the time recordings for the past few weeks. And we have a status of close, job name, the labor description here. Then we have the actual hours worked, start date, and end date. So to start a new time recording, just go up here and pick a job task that's assigned to you. Things that are not assigned will not show up, and we'll go into how to assign things. But let's just go choose detailing here. We're going to clock in. Okay, so it's clocking and it's working. You can see it down here. You also see the current task right here. You see the start date and time. You see the budgeted time. How much time was budgeted for this task? You see the current time that's been worked on. So looks like we've already been doing some work here. So yeah, you can see down in the time recordings, the second record's the same task, and they've got 227. Now this time will actually auto increment as we sit and talk every 1 minute or so. I'm not sure if we're gonna sit here and talk for another minute, but anyway, so you also have time remaining. That'll let you know how much time is remaining on your task. It will allow the time to go negative. That's just the way it goes. And there is also a clock out button up there. So when you're finished, you can, from wherever you are, go click this time link, link up there, and it'll take you here. So if you just notice that, the time page just refreshed, and now we have 2 hours and 28 minutes. Before we had 2 hours and 1 minute. Okay. So anyway, let's go back. We're going to let that run for a while, and we're going to go back to our home page. You can go back to the home page by clicking any of these things up. You can click the logo. You can click the name of your shop or the little house. These are both the logo and the name are both configurable. And you log off. There's a button right there. So we're working away, and it's showing over there. So what you can do is you can come in here, click the job. You can also do some other stuff. So you can review all these things about the job. You can update the mileage. You can view notes down here. You can also add a new note. Save that. Okay, so there's our new note entered by a tech. That is then automatically pulled onto this job to be pulled into the customer portal and into the shop view, so the manager can see it. Okay, so once you enter it, though, you can't really delete it. So just remember that. So we're gonna go back. We can also attach images and pictures. So let's go select a few. Let's do a receipt and maybe a car getting off a lift, off a transporter. These can be pictures or videos. So we add those, we click the save button, and here they are. So we want to view it. There it is. Okay, go ahead and close that. So those are also pulled on so the customer can see that. So the idea there is as you're working on your tablet, if you need to document something, you come in here, click the select button. On a tablet, at least the Android ones I've used before, it'll actually come up and ask if you want to upload a picture that exists on it, or you can use the camera, or you can use the video camera. Just be aware if you do upload a video, it takes a little time to actually upload it. Okay, so those are the view notes and attachments. Then we get into the labor. These are all the different labor items that are part of the job. And you'll notice under tech, this is the tech. We're mech tech 1, and there's 3 items. The one that's not assigned to us, we don't have an option of over here in this final column of clock in, clock out. So we are clocked in on this detailing task. Okay, so we're up to 3 hours and 30 minutes. If you remember, we started at 3:27. Okay, so that's keeping track as we work. Now these you can go in and put notes and details underneath here. So if you want to update one of these, let's close this one and add a new one. For this paint prep, paint is really bad. Fix the paint is our recommendation. You can save those, and those go in and are part of the line item notes that you may have seen within shop view, and they also get pulled to the actual estimate. And you have the same options within the parts. You could put notes in there. There's no clock in, clock out time there, and then also fees. You have the same options. Okay, within parts, as you get parts in, if you want to, you can click something as complete, and this will actually be reflected upon the customer portal. In the same thing here, we can mark this complete, this paint prep. And notice the clock in, clock out goes away because you said you're done, you're done. So it was a 2-hour task, you spent 30 minutes on it, and you're under budget by an hour and a half. Good work. And you can see, again, our actual time is still going. We'll come back and clock out of there in a second. Let's go through some of this other stuff. Fees, same pretty basic stuff. So there's not a lot that can be maintained and changed on here. The big thing is adding notes, adding attachments, clocking time, and setting statuses of different items. If you need to add more labor or more parts, then that needs to be done in shop view, and you probably need to go back to the manager and do it that way. So if we go back, let's go back to the home. Okay, so we're still clocking, and so yeah, and one thing I didn't notice is when you come into the home page, assigned to work, we have something assigned to us right now. Okay, we'll look at this other job, same thing right here, clock in, clock out. There's nothing to clock out because we're working on a task on the other thing. So if you clock in on something, it'll automatically clock you out. But let's go ahead and just clock out of this one. We've done enough work there, so we're out. Okay, if we go back to our home page, no task being worked, and go to our time page, it has closed that one out. We worked 6 minutes on it. Now, if we go to our shop view, we can go run a labor time report. So if we go to reports, operations, go down, run time report, and there's our time. Now it's going to be in decimals as opposed to minutes and time. Okay, but you can see Mech Tech did 0.2 hours and then did 0.3 hours, and so you can see the total time that they have worked for this time period up here. You can change that time period to whatever you want and hit refresh. So if we bump it back some, we should get some more records here. So we get a few more records, and this guy worked a ton. So anyway, so that is available there. So if we go back to the tech portal, very basic. So we clocked in using this drop down, but we can also come over here. We went negative on that one. So someone must have forgotten to clock out. We can set it up to where if they go over a certain number of hours within a day, say 6, 7, 8, the system can automatically clock them out. You just have to be aware of that if someone's working overtime. But usually, hopefully, maybe single task doesn't last that long. So I'm going to go ahead and clock in on that one, and we're up and running. So, but that's about it of the tech portal. Some customers have requested additional pieces of functionality to be in there, and then we'll be rolling that in. And some people would like the text to have a little more power over the job, and those are things that we're looking at doing. So anyway, if you got any questions, just give us a call, 770-652-8476, or visit us on our website. Thanks a lot, and have a good day. Bye.